welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. And today's starter, Rory Sasaki.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch the contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Ready to go now? So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. That one misses. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And another ball.
Just the 3rd pitch of the night, and already a little question on the strike zone of the umpire in this one.
In for a strike, now 3-1. Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Three-two. Good job to fight that one off. And a pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the 1st inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
And the batter now, Michael Busch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. They turn things over to the southpaw, Jake Eder. Now it's Alex Bregman. First pitch, and he just misses. Bregman, who had a great career at LSU. He was the 2nd overall pick in 2015. He wears that number on his back, number 2. And Singy, he was a big Derek Jeter fan growing up. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And it kicks off the base. On the run, sends it over to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Ian Happ up to hit. Fought off foul. One out. Runners at first and second. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Coming home. Cut off. Now a throw home. Slide, tag, save. On the board first, it's 1-zip.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. And ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
At the belt and fires.
1-1.
Check swing, went around, and it's 1-2.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Second and third here, one away. That misses the zone, and now it's 3-2. Stays alive. And the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker really on his horse for it. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tagging from third. Safe. He beats the tag. And they lead by 2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Man at second. And it's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. Now fly ball to right center. Pajas flashes the leather on the running catch. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Cubs 2, the Dodgers coming to bat. Welcome back. And today's starter, number 53. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Shohei Ohtani stands in now and watches strike 1. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Kicks and fires. Got him. 1 out.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And here it comes. And that one lifted in the air center field. Crow Armstrong snags it for the 2nd out. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning. Everything shifts and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
Max Muncy in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Called strike right there. Two outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now Dansby Swanson. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And there's the strike. Dansby Swanson's turned into one of the best defensive shortstops in baseball, Chris. And a lot of the help came from Ron Washington, but Dansby put in the work. Here's the 0-1. Dansby Swanson, after all of that hard work defensively, won himself the Gold Glove in 2022. The pitch.
Ball 1.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And now Pete Crow Armstrong. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and deals. And that one upstairs. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some book, but
El abridor por los Dodgers hoy fue Rocky Sasaki, solo que él se lesionó en el primer inning. Okay. Entonces, bueno.
And now
Así
the
estamos
lefty,
aquí en este encuentro el día de hoy.
that clips the corner. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three-two now. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Line drive. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Nico Horner. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Crow Armstrong, the runner at third. Amaya at first. One gone. Edge of the zone for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging. Michael Bush getting ready to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one misses. 1-0. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And there's a ball. The other way, and that's a fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. 1 run across. Bush into second, and he's got a double. Throw cut off, now to the plate, and he's out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. But they push across 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the second, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Kyle's brother Preston got a little bit of time in the big leagues. Pretty good left-handed hitter. Played his college ball at the University of Florida. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And he chases that one. And there's 1 down.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. The 0-1. Good eye in that spot. 1-2. And that's outside. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it across to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. And up next for Los Angeles, number 68. Ball 1 there. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And he deals. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty delivers. Fouled off. He was late. And the right-hander deals. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Outside. And that's outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. Out to short. Swanson whips it across, and that is that. 1 left for L.A. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Alex Bregman. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. Bregman getting to start at 3rd, 29 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. In the air to left center, Pajes sizing this one up, puts it away for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ. Doubled his first time up. Line drive, caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
And now here is Seiya Suzuki. In there, and it's 0-1. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he was born in Japan. And a pitch. Swung on, belted. Back there. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Moises Ballesteros, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ball 1, no strikes. That one fouled off. Lifted in the air, right center field. Tucker makes the catch, and that is that. Cubs leave one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Now here is Kim. And the pitch. That's down and in. Kim in his second season in the 8th spot in today's lineup. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. Kim tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. 2-0 to count. Here it comes. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
That one fouled off. 2-2. The pitch. Had a good eye there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Righty to the plate. And there's ball 4.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Now Alex Freeland. First offering, and it just misses. Kim gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Kicks and fires. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. For Armstrong. Pulls it in on the run. Here's Shohei Ohtani. His first at bat was a strikeout. Check on the runner, and he's back in safely. First pitch, and he just misses. Hard on the ground to first. To second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
Dansby Swanson, this is a guy who kind of had a target on his back. #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt. People were expecting a whole lot, comparing him to Derek Jeter.
0-1. Swanson with an outstanding career at Vanderbilt. Won the 2014 College World Series and was also named the most outstanding player. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And downstairs.
2-2 now.
And now it's filled up. Here comes the pitch. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
And stepping in is the speedy Pete Crow Armstrong. Eater checks over to first, and he's back. Ball one, no strikes. Left-hand batter waits. Ground ball right side, could be two. Freeland over to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
So digging in, Miguel Amaya.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So 2 down now, and here is Nico Horner, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ball one low.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
The 1-0. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, and great jump.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing, and he breaks his back. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. One left for the Cubs, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And here it comes. And that one is in for a strike. Chris, back in the day, they called Sean Casey the mayor. I think today's version of the mayor, the chattiest first baseman, would be Freddie Freeman. And a pitch. Foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Got it by him for the K.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Struck out swinging his first time. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
And the righty deals.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Oh, he gloves it, and they get the out.
Man, oh man, that ball was absolutely smoked. Triple-digit exit velocity. He dives, and I'm just shocked that the ball stayed in his mitt. Looked like he was going to put a hole in his glove.
Here's Kyle Tucker. That one's in there, 0-1. Next offering misses down and away. That one missed.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Bregman is under it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still down 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
And now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2. There's a strike.
0-1.
The wind of the pitch. That's inside. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jack Dyer looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 63 warming up as well. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Next offering is outside. Got him looking. 2 away.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And that's a base hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Now snap throw to first. Back on a dive. Smash to the left side. They get the force. That ends the frame. Back here in L.A., here's Teoscar Hernandez. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Dodgers, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Number 68 steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball inside.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 2 outs. Base is empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. That one ripped, but foul. The pitch. Misses. Ball 1.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. And that misses off the outside edge. Good eye right there. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two outs. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 3-0. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Jack Dyer.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Moises Ballesteros now at the plate. And he deals. And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. Ballesteros measures 5 feet 8 inches, just 19 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. The 1-0. Inside, just missed. Movement in the bullpen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. The next offering misses, and it's 3-0. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Here comes a 3-2. And he walked him.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Dansby Swanson stands in. In there, and it's 0-1. Ballesteros gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And now it's even up.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him swinging. One away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And here is Pete Crow Armstrong. In for a strike. 0-1. Dyer, a 6'2 southpaw, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. Oh, 0-1 now. And that one wrapped foul. And now the lefty swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Pitch misses. Ball one. There's a strike. That one to first. He'll do it himself. Third out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Cubs 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Kim. The right-hander back to work. Breaks his bat and pops it up. That's an infield single as the pitcher just holds on to it.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
So up next, Alex Freeland. First pitch just misses.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Righty delivers and fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to run.
Left field, half on his horse. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break, but look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but two runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First offering misses the mark.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Obi Milner throwing and getting ready for David Ross. Martin, the right-hander, also getting loose. The pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. One run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Ground ball right side, and it gets by him. In to score is the runner from third, and now they trail by one.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Number 53 will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Ryan Rollison on to pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now it's Max Muncy. Flips the corner. Strike one. First and second here, no outs. Next offering upstairs. The pitch. And the count 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Two on, one out. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. That hits the dirt, and that's ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
And now, Teoscar Hernandez. The pitch.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Just off the inside edge.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Strike two.
Can't get too big here, Boog, with the bases loaded.
Dive, and he's got it. The throw. Bregman tossed to second. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of
it. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 68. And that's a little high. At the belt and fires. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Snap throw to first. Hernandez back in standing. Corners are occupied with two down. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Popped up. And that will end the inning. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up, all tied up at 3 apiece. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 60. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. That one hooked foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Horner started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up. On the ground to third. The throw to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that weak contact. Little slow grounder to get the out.
Michael Busch will hit next. In the air out towards right center. Pajes glides to his left. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Here's Alex Bregman. In there for strike 1.
All ones are down.
Righty to the plate. That one the other way, and that's just foul. Kicks and deals.
All one.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the right-hander deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Hard ground ball, base knock.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ, the Happ Daddy. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-handed reliever. Now 1-1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the catch. And that is that. Cubs leave one, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Corbin Martin.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. And the pitch. Slider clips the zone. And here it comes. That one ripped. Way back there. And it's gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And next for LA, Kim. Short hop liner, handled it short. Swanson fires over to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Pulls that one foul. Kicks and fires.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ran inside, almost got him. And he deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Next is the Dodger DH, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 3. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now that's smacked to right center. Crow Armstrong puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Trinan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. And it gets by him.
Waste no time there. Pretty good spot. Hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And next for the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros. And that's in there for strike 1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
And the pitch. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, and the runner holds. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a ball popped up. Freeland drifts towards it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. A strikeout and a walk. That misses, and that's ball 1. Righty delivers. Now 1-1. Suzuki over at first with 1 away. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Bobby Milner.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Freddie Freeman. The pitch. Strike 1. And now the 0-1. On the ground to short, Swanson. 1 up, 1 down. Here comes Max Muncy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye right there. That one missed. Now 3-0.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
At the belt and fires. That one's in there. That's strike 1. The pitch. That's through there for a strike. And that's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
And now Kyle Tucker. First offering. Runner goes. And it's fouled away. The pitch stays alive. the pitch. And ball one. Next one misses. And the count is 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Left-hand batter waits. On the ground, could be two. Swanson to second, on to Bush. It's a double play. Offense held in check there. Through 8 full. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Cubs 3. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tanner Scott.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. And here it comes. Check swing. He held up. And that is ball one. Just missed. That's in for a strike. And now 2-2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
The tying run at the plate. Miguel Amaya in the on-deck circle. So now 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
So now pinch hitter for the Cubs, Carson Kelly. A critical at bat in this game for him. And the first offering is not close. And a pitch. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Now 3-0.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Three-0 down. And now 3-1. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Next to hit, Nico Horner. That's in there. And that's strike one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that guys have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
1 at second. The double play ends it right here.
Any day of the week, a pitcher will take 2 for 1. Nice double play to get him out of the jam. They get the W. Way to go, guys.
And the final score here, 4-3. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.